Hello, I'm Giusimo.
And Gemma Franchi.
And today we're watching Lino's Youth and Chan's Railway MV making. He looks so darn cute.
Yes, he does.
Yes,
he does.
It's so adorable. I can't.
7시까지 왔어? 혼잣말로 될것 같아. 7시, 7시까지 왔어. 그래, 널널했어.
Oh, it was his dancers' friends were the background dancers as well. Fair. That's cute. I was like looking like ice doesn't melt in their mouth, like the most innocent possible. Honestly, we need to get
some of them into acting.
Into acting, like acting.
They're doing already too much
I know, they're
stuff,
so
they
busy,
don't have time.
But they would be extremely good at it.
Yeah.
We've seen like snippets here and there.
Yeah. Also.
That's so cute. That's the mug.
I know what it is.
이번엔 좀 더 귀여운 느낌으로 한 번 더.
No, I cannot. I cannot. If it's going to be even cuter, I cannot.
Like, the thing is, like, Lino is already like cute on his own, but when he's trying to be more cute, it's little.
It's little.
Ready, action.
I think he lost his balance because it was like kind of balancing. Okay, so half of this half of this video is going to be us just having
dying of cuteness,
like cuteness aggression,
and then we have no idea what's happening in the other half.
Yeah,
we might actually
get any answers
to like what the MV means, because like with some of them they're just saying like this inspiration, what they're trying to do, but so we might actually have some answers. Maybe
it's Chan.
I know.
It's like he's literally like a cat. Look what I got! I got you a present.
Quite literally.
Go. Bum. Oh my god, I'm so scared.
Okay. This older gentleman is cute as well.
Yep.
Everyone is cute. I can't.
Okay.
I did not mean to make that sound.
Fair.
It just happened.
Fair.
Oh, look, they put the thing inside.
Yeah.
Action!
그래서 들어보니까 저거.
not. I swear, we're not saying anything. We're just watching the video and smiling like idiots.
I'm not an idiot.
But it's like, it's just like it.
I know.
It's just so cute and like funny, and I don't know what to say even.
Yeah.
The thing is, like, you know, they're having fun.
Yes,
filming this one.
This looks so fun
because it's silly and like it's yeah.
It's like full on joyful energy, just like fun and joy basically. I want to see how they done the filming for the jump, if it was a trampoline or if it was him like free jumping.
I don't know. Well, I think we'll see after this. One 100% he was making faces to make them laugh. 100%.
It was laughing, you can see it from his shoulders.
His shoulder is like moving.
뉴스는 정말 신나고 이 청춘을 즐기자라는 곡이고요. 정말 단순한 곡입니다. 아무런 생각 없이 들을 수 있는 그런 곡인데 지금 이 순간을 즐기자라는 노래에 맞게 재밌는 그런 뮤비를 찍고 있는 것 같아요.
See, he explained what the song was about, what the MV was about, and what it wanted to convey.
We're not gonna get that from we're not gonna get any actual explanation out of Chan.
I know.
We've seen it before with similar songs.
I know. No, but the good thing is with this song is not just like enjoying youth in general, but it's also like it could be taken even from someone that is not as young. It's still like you can enjoy
your life and have fun.
And like even though like the youth was like a couple of minutes ago, you can still like have fun and enjoy life and do things that make you happy.
Yeah. Because it's like even the older people in the MV are having just as much fun.
Yes. And then the thing is, when you're younger, you have more energy to do things. So it's the best time to take advantage of life, because you have the energy to do the stupid things, to like stay up until the start of the morning and watch the sunrise, like go and dance all night, go for holidays, trips, like do the fun stuff when you're young, but you can still do a lot of fun stuff as you get older, because like we only have one life. If we don't have fun and enjoy it, like what's the point?
Yeah.
What's the point?
Show me what you wanna do. Show me what you wanna do. Show me what you wanna do.
I like this guy. It's so fun. He's having the time of his life.
Show me what you wanna do.
Having fun.
He's the MVP of the video.
Yes, he was having the time of his life. He was having so much fun. And it's like, you think it's like some people have faces that look more serious, but then they're the people that are like the silliest. Yes.
He's a happy, silly guy.
Yeah.
He's a happy guy.
I didn't notice in the MV that like
there's the fight.
Yeah, the fight in the background. Because
I think I've seen it, but it's like it looks funnier in the MV making.
I'm going to watch it again. I did not realize there was an actual cake that was thrown.
It's not.
It's a prop cake, but like there was an actual thing that got thrown.
they don't really
Yeah,
do
no,
that.
I should know better,
Yes.
but sometimes it's like it feels like it would be.
Like they use like
CG.
in Felix one, it was like mainly like the water shots, the wings. Then you
But
had
everything else
in
was
Ultra.
practical.
Yes, in Ultra you had the like rain and like the effects. Same as in So Good, you had the effects. In this one, you have the cup thing, and then like some effects like the
fish,
the stuff that gets thrown and leaves the prints and stuff. So it's very, very, very minimal.
Yeah, no, I know. But it's like on one level, I know that they always prefer using practical effect, but on the other level, like I'm so used to certain things being CG that I would have assumed that it was.
No.
But pleasantly surprised.
Prop cake.
Yeah. This video is like 95% Lino looking adorable and 5% chaos.
Yes. I think like perfectly sums up like the energy for Lino. Yep.
발견 왼쪽 오른쪽 왼쪽
Yeah. I like this
It's
idea.
like-
Editors also notice and talk about the cat-like properties of certain members.
Yep. Yep.
저 잡는다
Full on, like it's like when you're playing with your cat and you have them follow the toy.
Yeah, there's like little ones with the things attached.
The guys in the acrobatics on the side really good. As
Yeah,
well.
no. I'm going back like teensy bit.
Feeling like a Superman, I'm like, whoa, all night, na 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 na, all day, na 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 na. 날 느껴, alright. It's time to bet on what you want, 내 없는 것처럼 터뜨려 내 안에 dynamite. Show me what you wanna do. 여긴 너와
I like that
나의
even though the song is smooth, it still shows Leno's dancing skill.
Yeah.
Because it's like it's kind of like smooth and fun, but you can see the precision.
Well, yeah, it's Lino.
Yeah. It's like when the cats have their pupils that becomes like massive
Yeah.
as they like try hunting modes on.
Yeah.
Oh, it was a short jump. It looked so big in the MV.
Perspective
I know.
and stuff.
오 맞아요 이런 거
아니야 죽었다 이거
Oh, it must be one of those I know what it is.
Those games where you-
that are voice activated.
Yeah, they like
That,
you have like
depending
thing
on
jumping on stuff.
on loud and because I saw
Pitch
people
and like volume and stuff.
yes, but because I've
Didn't they do one with a
seen-
chicken?
Yes, but there are like those type of games, and then I've read, oh, that must be what it's
Yeah,
doing
no,
right
no.
now.
한번 해볼까요? 약간 이게 바뀌어. 좋아요.
All what you want, 내 없는 것처럼 터뜨려 내 안에 dynamite. Show me what you wanna do.
The thing is, like, you can tell everyone is having fun
Yes.
filming
Like
this.
there is like really really good fun vibe.
Yeah.
On set. Yeah.
Mhm.
And I think it might be the only one that done it all in one set then. I think everyone had multiple locations.
Maybe, yeah.
So Hyan had multiple locations, Sumin had multiple location, Felix had multiple location. Han had I think this might be the only one
That
that
was
it
in one place
in one
only.
place.
Well, we don't know about Chance.
If
If it was in one place and it was like
the
the outside garden, the inside the
it could be because
rooms.
it's like a prison is a massive place.
Yeah.
But this is like it's like in one set.
Yeah.
내 안에 dynamite. Show me what you wanna do. One more time, countdown 3, 2, 1. 매매매 지금을 즐겨 가장 자유로운 이 순간. Say yeah.
저는 멤버들이 싸울 때 말리지 않습니다. 뭐 다 큰 놈들이 싸워가지고 뭐 때리게 하겠어. 뭐 하겠습니까? 걔네요? 제가 사족보행하면서 하악질 한번 해주면 꼼짝 못합니다.
I wish mine did as well. Like I'm constantly having to break them apart when like they
don't
play
fight
too
that
rough.
much. They
But
don't
the thing
fight
is,
that
like,
much.
because my cats are Bengal, when they play fight, sometimes they end up fighting because of the instincts to like hunt and stuff.
But I like the double standards there.
Well, yeah,
Yeah. You have to protect your cat.
The other Stray Kids members are adults. They
Yeah.
know what they're doing, and
Yeah.
they're not gonna actually injure themselves. Cats are cats.
Fair.
저희 과가 가장 좋은 과였어요. 짜장밥을 싫어했습니다. 급식 특유의 짜장밥이 싫었어요. 짜장밥과 짜장면 다르잖아요, 느낌이. 뭔지 아시죠? 짜장면은 좋아했어도
I
짜장밥
think they're setting up for the confetti part.
Possibly,
For
yeah.
the big ones. By the way, I think like since his was in the same location and there was no travel time, no extra setup time, it's probably is the one that took the shortest time to film.
I don't know because there's like a lot of moving things and
Yeah, but it's like-
specific shots.
You can, if it's in one location, you can have already, while you're shooting in one corner, you can already have the other part set up.
Yeah.
So it will take less time, I think.
Yeah, no, you made me up. You
So I
may
think
be
this
right,
might
yeah,
be the one video that took the shorter time in
to film
yeah,
because it
filming.
was one location. Maybe.
급식은 싫어했어요. 학교 축제인가 졸업식인가 뭐가 있었는데 그때 당시엔 배웠던 거를 써먹어야겠다라는 생각이 있었기 때문에 친구와 단둘이 준비를 해서 배웠던 걸 했는데 결과는 그렇게 좋지 않았어요.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't believe it 1 second.
없는 것처럼 터뜨려 내 안에 dynamite. Show me what you wanna do.
That is an insane amount of confetti.
Yeah. I think they probably have to refilm it because
yeah.
of that one.
Yeah. Because they can only do the confetti falling once.
No, they can do it multiple times because it will just fall
No,
more
I mean
on the floor.
the big confetti thing at once, because once they're on the floor they cannot reset it, but they can throw some confetti up to do the like close up.
No,
again.
I think they had something that was blowing them.
I don't know.
뮤비 촬영이 거의 막바지가 되었는데요. 노래 주제답게 아주 재밌는 청춘에만 느껴볼 수 있는 그런 에너지를 이 뮤비에서 좀 느껴볼 수 있는 것 같고.
얘가 원에 쏜다는 거죠?
They have definitely something.
Yeah,
that
they
is
must have
blowing
something that is
them
constantly
yeah.
throwing confetti down.
That's why. Do you remember when they done the shot that you see from the far? There was a ton on the floor.
Yes, there was like so many.
That's why.
이 뮤직비디오가 존재하는 한 저의 청춘은 영원합니다. 안녕.
Okay. Okay.
Now, predictions. We absolutely will have no extra information.
Zero.
But at least we'll see how they film some stuff.
And also we're gonna see who was right about the color of Chan's trench coat.
Yes, because it wasn't black, that's for sure.
So it was like, I think it was more blue.
And I think it was like purplish, but on the blue side.
Yeah.
Like a blue violet, I think.
Like that is like zombie / vampire has the best manicure I've ever seen on a monster.
So unserious the entire time.
You know, it was having fun with
Yes,
it. He
yes.
loves this kind of stuff.
그건 되게 짧게 저희가
너 빨리 와. 네 설명 같이 들어 빨리 와.
니네들 얘기 하나 하고 그래.
너무 즐기지 마.
Hey, go back.
You were distracted.
Oh, he's the one that is getting like their
Stomped.
hands. Yeah. Like, it's so funny, like the vibe of the video, it's so dark.
And the
then
vibe of the filming is
it's
so funny.
Like, it's so bright. It's like him laughing with that smile. It's like a ray of sunshine.
Yeah, I think it's the thing that because we filmed the One Kid's Room with Chan recently, he has, because of his charisma, he has a way to like make the mood of a room.
Oh yeah.
And in this case, I think it may have been intentional that because like the concept is dark, he wanted the filming to be more relaxed,
playful
and playful. Yeah. Also, it's like he gets to play vampire.
Yes, and that's always
for
fun.
his work stuff, and that's just fun.
Always fun.
그건 되게 짧게 저희가
너 빨리 와. 네 설명 같이 들어 빨리 와.
Ooh, I know what the fruit is. Shoot, I don't remember what it's called in English. Kaki.
Oh, okay. I don't know. Persimmon?
Persimmon, I think, is the name. I think is those because they do grow in vines.
I don't know. I actually have never seen them like on plants, so I don't know.
I did.
But
it's similar, and maybe like a different version.
Yeah.
니네들 얘기 하나 하고 그래.
Oh.
Okay, one of his friends for high school.
Okay, so he brought a friend with him to play a prisoner.
As one does.
As one does, apparently.
Look, if one of my friends...
No, Lino also had a friend in his MV as well.
No, but it's like, if I have a friend that is filming something with like vampire stuff or monster stuff, and they don't call me in to join,
Fair.
it's like I'll be upset. Also, it's like all the like trolls, the non-complete vampire bits, they were wearing masks, so they're like, you can keep your anonymity while having fun filming something like that. 100%.
But it's like we need to figure out what is like, because it's like Chan was laughing a lot. So what scene is it that they're about to do?
Yeah. There's a couple
There's
that
a couple that I can
think
think of as well.
3 specifically.
Yeah.
너무 즐기지 마. 야, 네가 즐기잖아.
I cannot say what just went in my brain. I'm just no.
Go back. So he's his friend, the one that wanted to touch grass and he steps on it.
Don't enjoy it too much is insane.
미래를 예견하고 계세요.
너무 즐기지 마. 야, 네가 즐기잖아.
Okay, now we know that the hardest part of all the filming was staying in character
And not
and
laughing.
not laughing.
Yeah.
여기 발
What was that laugh? What was that laugh? Okay, one last time, and then we move on.
To have some tea.
Don't drink. If you're watching something funny, you do not drink any liquids.
Fair.
I like my monitors to be without sprayed of tea.
그건 되게 짧게 저희가
너 빨리 와. 우리 설명 같이 들어 빨리 와.
미래를 예견하고 계세요.
너무 즐기지 마. 야, 네가 즐기잖아.
여기 밟을 수 있어? 여기 햇빛을 받아서 거기 밟는 게 좋을 것
There's not putting absolutely no weight
Well,
on
of
that
course.
foot. Yeah.
That's one of the things that
That's why
can,
you're sitting instead of doing it standing up. So there is no weight.
No
on the
way there
foot.
is going to put any weight. But it's like one of those things that you can tweak and trick with angles on camera, and it can look like it was stepping on the hand harder, even though it wasn't actually putting any weight on it.
두려워야 돼. 두렵지가 않고 웃겨.
그럼 얘 어떻게 출연시키지? 이래서 당하는 걸로.
Of course. Like, again, if you have a friend that you know would enjoy this kind of stuff, you have them have the part of the victim.
Or he probably wanted emotional support. It's very rarely that they do filmings and stuff separate, so it probably has separation anxiety from the others.
So that's why he brought in a friend. So he had someone.
Yeah.
그래서 상당히 즐기면서 하고 있어요. 그래서 제 표정들 막 즐기는 표정들이 다 찐입니다. 네, 안녕하세요. 배우이자 감독이자 그리고 제 고등학교 친구 스테이도 알 거야. 청담고 댄스 동아리 앰비션 승희도 거기 있었는데.
Okay, so they did blur his face because it's
they don't want to be recognized.
Yes, but
he's giving a lot of information.
Yes.
So people may still figure it out. It's fine.
Yeah. But it's you never like, you know, sometimes there is
Also, it's like the majority of I don't think all of Stray Kids went to the same high school, but there were like a few where, like, you know, people like training like as dancers or as idol that are a specific school where they tend to go.
But it was
to.
like like they blurred his face, but it's given too much information.
It's fine. It's fine if he's saying that the friend is also okay with it, because otherwise it would have said something and they would have cut it from the video.
Fair.
It's fine.
It's just like it's that blurring, but then giving information.
It's the same thing when they with the censor, when they say names of stuff, but you can still tell what it is.
Fair.
Yeah, so Sumin was in the same school as well.
거기에 회장 혼자 촬영 나오느라 좀 긴장했지만
Yeah, you were right. That's why he got a friend to go with him.
Yeah.
이런
Prisons, especially if it's like an old abandoned prison, like they can be creepy as hell.
And we know Chan is a scaredy cat. But also, it's like, I think he's having a lot of fun with the concept.
Oh yeah, for sure.
As well.
It's vampires. It's fun.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
좀 편하게 할 수 있는 것 같은 느낌?
성남고 비하인드 썰이요?
천사였지.
차는요.
축구를
That laugh.
Yeah.
That was a lot.
Yeah.
The laugh, that was a lot.
겁나 열심히 했지.
그때도 축구를 좋아했어가지고요. 계속 축구했어. 진짜.
축구만
축구하고 연습하고 축구하고 연습하고.
뭐 되게 좋게 말해줘.
라고 말할 줄 알았죠. 사실은요. 그리고 와서 장난치고.
I was making fun, but actually didn't spill any beans.
Yeah.
장난치고 가고.
아니 친한 척 해준 거야.
근데 그건 저도 마찬가지긴 해.
가자.
And that's how you know they're like friends.
Yep.
Oh, it's purple. It's purple.
I didn't like, you paused when I cannot see it.
It's purple. It's purple. There was a flash of light.
It is purple.
It is purple.
I was right.
It is purple.
It is purple.
I like this, like, out of everything.
Like, you paused
in the
when
worst
it was
possible way.
dark.
But then I got
like,
it properly.
Fair.
But it's like, out of the possible thing in an MV for us to fixate on, for me it was the fruit outside in the courtyard and the things like the coat's color.
Yes. No, it's because it's like there is different lights and it looks kind of like different colors, but it was obviously not black.
Not black, yeah.
So we were like trying to figure out what was the color, but the only way to actually see it is with this video.
This, yeah. And again, like with everything, we like knowledge, we like knowing stuff.
Yes.
And like we will look at all the tiny details in the background and trying to figure things out.
Yep.
So things like this.
I hope they show how they done like the 360 shot when he's turning upside down. Either that or when he's like sort of flying as Dracula.
I think it was like for the 360, I think it wasn't truly 360. I think it was
the camera
was
moving
stationary, and they may have had like a fish line thing,
and then like just the camera moving it,
lapel of the jacket.
Like it was like just
it was the camera rotating and him being stationary.
Well, the two options is either camera is stationary and he's rotating, or
it's easier the other way around.
Stationary and the camera is rotating.
Because I don't think his hair was moving that much. Mind you, he has a lot of air gel, I think. So his hairdo wouldn't move much.
Wow.
But because it was like the thing of the jacket that was going up as it to show that it was upside down, that could be faked by having like a tiny like transparent string and moving it and having the camera rotate instead, and it would
either
be easier
that
than
or they
having
have a contraption to
having
turn.
It would be easier than having a contraption to have him rotate.
Fair.
So yeah, no, this is 100% a prison thing.
Yeah, and that's like I think one of the best shots of the entire MV.
Yes, yeah. It's so cool. As I say, it looks like one of those.
And that moment when it kind of like looks almost like a painting.
That was like my favorite visual of the MV.
Yeah.
And it's like it almost is. It reminds you of one of those superhero fighting scenes when they're like in very close quarters.
Yeah.
Because it looks more impressive.
Yes. And it looks like there were actual like lasers, not
There was like strings in
one of them
earlier. It was like, look at the beginning.
근데 그건 저도 마찬가지긴 해요.
가자.
I went too far. Yeah.
No, those are lasers. They're all lasers.
Okay.
Because you can see where I go back a tiny bit. You can see the actual start of the laser. You see that on the wall?
Yeah.
It's actual lasers.
Well, it's not. Maybe it's. Well, yeah. And that's why there is like smoke.
To show them better.
You need something
also
to show them.
atmospheric.
Yeah. But it's mostly to show the actual light.
Oh, 1 second.
What?
There is another. That's a different writing. That's not the one that we wrote.
Oh,
so
I
no.
don't.
I don't know what language is that.
Maybe Romanian because of vampires.
If someone knows what it means,
let us
know.
But if I was a betting person, I would say Romanian because vampires.
Yeah, I just like I never noticed that in the MV
there were
there was
other
writing, and we only noticed the one.
And it was in English.
Yeah, it must have been like for a split second or something.
Also, best way to pause the screen.
Like, listen,
nothing.
you have like the worst talent for pausing.
I know. These gloves were also purple.
Like, so sorry, I was throwing you around. I was being as careful as I could. He looks so good.
Cool.
It looks so
cool.
good.
Like, I know that
Like,
some
Vampire Chan looks so awesome.
Yeah, I know some people appreciate when it's like less clothed in stuff, but here it could not be more clothed, and it looks
so
amazing.
Cool. It looks so cool.
Amazing. Also, like the odd contact lenses and like the feeling. It's like
the vibe. It's nice.
Amazing.
Yes.
Oh, cool. So it had like sharp like claws in the glove itself.
Yeah.
Did it have the grills with the pointy teeth? That's my question.
그래가지고 들고 저항하면은 푹 여기까지 하면 돼요. 저항한다. 누가 뜯는다.
He's so gentle with the extras. It's so
like,
gentle. It's like you can see like in the video, in the MV looks crazy violent, and he's been so crazy like gentle.
I would expect from him.
I know. But
by the way,
like,
there's more writing, but there's no way we can read it here.
Fudge. I think that is the one
that we. No, it's different. It's only 2 lines. It's fine. We don't need to see every details.
But it's annoying that they show us writing.
So
and
there
that
was a lot of these all over the place.
Yeah, could be.
들고 저항하면은 푹 여기까지 하면 돼요.
It's just pause 1 second. It's just like the stark difference. And this is actually like
he's such a good actor.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
That's like, again, like we said with Lino, like some of the Stray Kids, they would do so well in acting
and
as
I
well.
think he said it. Was it in one of the interviews that we reacted? I think
the kitten interview.
I think he said
the puppy interview.
One of them, like it was like what it would do if it was not
He did say that
like
he might have
either
gotten-
like into an athlete or an actor.
Yeah.
But like his to praise to his acting chops, like the stark difference between like his vibe when it's filming and as soon as it stops,
immediately
it's
drops
completely
the
different, and it's
persona.
such two opposite vibes that it's so funny, like back to back. But he's a very like kind, respectful person, so it's like is being careful even though he's manhandling them.
Yes. Yeah. But also it's like in especially in fighting scenes, you want to be very specific and precise so to not actually
hurt people,
injure
yeah.
anything. And I think with someone like Chan that has all the dancing background and experience, it may be easier to take the choreography of a fight scene.
Oh yeah,
because it's like
it's
dancing,
the same
it's
thing.
a choreography.
It's the same thing. So we had like discussions like this in the past. So dancing and fighting styles, like especially like learning dancing and learning fighting, they have like the way they work, it's basically the same. So you need a lot of discipline. You need to redo the same thing multiple times
until you get the muscle memory.
That. And doing like dancing choreos and fighting choreos, it's the same way of learning.
노려보는 걸로 한번 볼게요.
The difference in vibe, it's crazy.
Oh my god, they use the segue to do that thing.
I don't think it's a segue. I think
it's not are they not cool?
No, that's the one that is just like
the board,
Segway
hoverboard.
Yeah,
is it overboard?
Yeah, because Segway has
the pole thingy.
Yeah,
the handles.
Is that something that you can steer with?
I think it's like a hoverboard kind of thing, and I think that's what they used for the
might be
scene. Yeah, because there's like the red drape thingy in the background. No, so it said Segway. I was right.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it said Segway.
Oh, for that scene. So it wasn't walking, it was gliding.
I thought maybe it was for the one where it's turning around
that
and it's like
like
floating and it has all the bats.
So it wasn't walking, it was just gliding. No, but that's good because it gives like a surreal.
Like, yeah, it's like there is like one dance style in the Balkans where the dancers wear really long dresses
and it looks like they're gliding. And it takes so much skill. But in this case, like they get the same effect using that, and it's like because it's not actually walking, it gives like this unnatural like feel to it. Oh, that's so cool.
That's so silly also.
Yes. Did you read he gets in prison because he's
annoying state? Yep.
Yeah, because it's a tease. Because he's teasing away.
And it makes these kind of songs and then it pretends that it's about transportation.
Yeah.
잡혀간 이유 바로 스테이를 너무 많이 놀렸기 때문에 이렇게 잡혀간 거 반성하진 않아.
Yeah, no, we know you have zero regrets about teasing Stay.
Of course.
Chan loves playing with Stay and teasing Stay. He's like, it's his favorite pastime.
And then he says it doesn't know how to flirt.
Yeah.
Like, and then it says that he's always innocent. He never
you have
said
to remember,
nothing.
all men lie.
Fair.
Even the best of them.
Fair. And then I think it's part of the tease as
well. No.
Yeah.
It's all in fun and games.
Yep.
놀릴 거고 앞으로도 계속 괴롭힐 거고 좋아해.
He has the teeth are. He had the teeth. He had the teeth. You can see they're silver.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I said that like they were also.
거구 좋아해.
Yeah. It has. It's like the ones that they had for.
Was it
8?
No.
Was it 8?
8. I think it might be.
That they had the grills, the like half grill thing with the teeth.
Yes, styling so
So
effing
cool.
good.
So
stylist
cool.
done such a good job for this one. Like all the outfit, all
And
of
also like
them.
the tiny details as well, like the
tie with the
thing
spikes.
with the spikes and the little crosses.
No, all together, like the fits were amazing.
And we talk more about the visual and the little winks at vampire mythology and
lore,
stuff
yeah.
and lore in the MV specifically, like with the Vlad the Impaler thing, with how they were like standing in front of the spikes,
And also like the
and
sort
things.
of like Van Helsing vibe of the character before getting transformed into the vampire. Yeah.
너무 약간 할 거면 제대로 이게 좀 커서. 거기 생각했어요. 그 교도소. 그리고 형 안에 있어요. 형이 손이라도 나와야 돼. 손이라도.
내 팔은 이러고 있어.
좀 더 벌려줄 거.
1 second. So his is also in one location.
But
Because
it's a really big
it's a really big
location.
location, but they done the pikes and the outside scene
In
it's
the
still
courtyard.
it's still the prison.
Yeah.
So him and Leno are the only one that done it in one location, but Leno location was much smaller. So I still think
But
his
also
was the one that took the
Leno's
least amount of
MV
time.
was also more simple,
Yeah.
because in this MV, because of the thematic and everything that is involved, that there is a lot of
More
preparation, a lot of like resetting things. Every time that he would have the blood on him, they would have to then like clean it off and stuff. And also like the scenes with the extras in the various parts of the prison would have taken longer, because in Leno it was 2 spaces. It was one side room and the main
big hall.
big hall. So it was less complicated, because here there's the
even though like at the
end.
end when they were doing the dancing, it was cleared.
Yes,
because it was like
there was resetting stuff in both MVs, but I think the amount of resetting for Chan's one would have taken longer because of the kind of scenes that they had in this one specifically.
Yeah, so it's still like, even though it was in one location,
it was multiple parts on the same location.
But so they were both in one location, but I still think Leno's probably is the one that
the
took
shortest
compared to the others,
time-wise,
because of different locations.
Yeah, because here it is the prison itself, but is like in the corridor, outside in the courtyard near the fence,
also
outside in the courtyard.
Any scenes with the blood would have taken longer.
Hopefully they didn't have to reset any of those,
or to make many takes. They probably done in one.
They probably wanted to do it in one.
Yeah, because
for the ones with
like
the blood.
It's
really difficult to reset.
Yeah.
But it was like the courtyard also have the side with the spikes, and on the inside there was like the corridor downstairs, the corridor up the steps. Like it's a lot of different location, even though it's one place.
Yeah. But at least they didn't have to travel, but it's a big, massive
It would
place.
still be a really long shooting day.
Yeah.
광찬 씨의 쇼폼을 찍고 있습니다.
좀 막힌데?
They put him in the jail cell.
앞뒤로? 그러네.
It's having way too much fun.
Yeah.
한 번 더. 디테일.
디테일. 한 번 더.
He's just having more takes to keep Skiji in there. 100%.
No, it wants it to be a specific way.
But also to keep Skiji in there.
It wants it to be a specific way.
So the first one was good enough.
오케이, 딱 한 번 더.
About a million tries. Is it same as like Sumin? Like just
one more
time.
Just one more. They are all perfectionists to the core.
Yeah.
대칭.
That is such a bright red. That's
why it looks
really amazing. And the fabric is shiny,
like silky, shiny. So it will be good for reflections as well.
It's not like too shiny, but I think is shiny enough that with the bright color and like the chains, they wouldn't have to correct the image too much to get the effect that they wanted.
Like they might have not. Well, like it might be just like a filter lens, same as when they done with Felix.
With Felix, maybe, yeah.
So you have to remember they always try to do the most practical things
that they can. Yeah, and that's like even like the draping fabric here is like the reddest of red, and it looks amazing.
But it is different shades than this one, though. Yeah.
No, I think it's the same. It's just the way that it's draped, because this is
might be different fabric
in
as well.
shadow, and this is in light.
Yeah,
I think it would be the same fabric.
대칭. 사실 그냥 여기다 부어놓고
그러니까 이쪽
스며들게 하면 될 것 같아. 뭐 그림 그려? 얼추? 제가 흘리면 안 되기 때문에.
See, that's like I fake blood, even like the dark one, it's disgusting.
But it does stain. It probably like it had like black on his cuticles for days. Probably.
Yeah. I've done it for like cosplays and stuff, and like for Halloween things, and usually like fake blood is nasty to get out, and it tends to get sticky. I don't know if
it depends on
the
type that they use. It looks
probably
very
food coloring kind of
it
stuff.
Does look like on the liquid side. So maybe
no, the one that I used for the other scenes were like sticky.
It was thicker. I don't know.
Thick.
It's like it looks like, but it's not full gel though.
No, it's not.
It's not full gel. That looks so cool.
That's so silly. He's like literally on top of a chair, just waving like one of those inflatable things.
Much cooler than that.
But it looks so cool. But if you think about what he's actually doing, it's so silly.
야, 잘 말해봐. 너 잘 말해라. 안 들린다.
부산의 액팅 너무 잘하죠. 아무리 본인의 친구가 눈 앞에 있는데도 뭐 전혀 개의치 안 하고 그 액팅을 소화해낸다.
당연하죠.
서로 존중하고 리스펙하는.
난 그런 적 없는데?
저만 리스펙하는 걸로 하겠습니다. 저만 하는 걸로 하고.
아마 토할 거예요.
네네네.
이런 거 잘 타요. 좋아요.
No, it was a contraption.
Oh my god, no, they did it practically.
No, they done it practically.
That's insane. Why?
So it's basically like it's in a chair contraption that is just
strapped
turning.
down, and it's like the whole thing is moving.
Yeah.
That's insane. That sorry.
You're
You're
full on shouting.
I say no. It would be easier to do the other way. No. They
they wanted gravity to show.
Oh my god.
Because it would have been cooler.
The level of
They probably had to spin him a couple of times for him to get used to it, because he has to act while they're rotating him.
That's insane. That is
because he has to act while they're rotating it. So probably like they spin a couple of times to get used to it. So it would, because I think they might have done in one go.
Okay. I have a problem with this because they could have done the same thing
in a simpler way.
A simpler way without having to actually spin him upside down.
Fair. They've done it. It's awesome. It's fun. It is what it is.
I didn't think they actually would have done this.
Yep.
It's insane. It's just like crazy. I mean, they did put Felix in an actual pool. So
yeah.
아까보다? 근데 이거 돌리는 게 겁나 힘들 것 같은데 안 힘드세요?
내가 맞춰서 괜찮습니다.
아쉬움 한번 더. 전 안 아쉬워요. 그냥 재밌어요. 하고 싶은 프로젝트. 천을 확실히 잘 쓰면 이쁘게 나온 것 같아요. 예를 들어 아까도 그냥 천 그냥 치우려고 걷어서 이렇게 끌었는데 이게 끌려가는 이 텍스처가 엄청 이뻐서 저거 약간 인서트로 넣으면 좋겠다라는 생각을 해서
Yeah, because it's like, it looks like blood.
Yeah, it looks so good. So they added the scene of him also like dragging it and stuff after.
Yeah,
because this looks.
He saw it.
Yeah,
and
it
no,
looks,
this looks amazing.
Great.
Let's use that.
Let's do it. Yeah.
That's a kind of like quick thinking that an improvisation that gives like
it doesn't only
like
have
that.
a really good ear for knowing what looks cool, but apparently also has a really good eye for saying like what looks good.
And this looks amazing. Like the fact that this could have not been an MV.
Yeah.
And it's like one of those most impactful kind of scenes.
Because they filmed it one way and then they reversed
the
it.
filming.
So it's almost like
it's flowing in rather than being pulled away.
Yep.
And it looks like it's just flowing like liquid.
이건 했는데 이거는 드렸는데 바로 찍으시더라고요. 그래서 정말 그런 것도 생각했는데 우리 지금 다 각각
because it's like the fabric has the kind of shininess that is like it's not too shiny, but the way
it
that
reflects in after makes it look cool.
The way that it drapes and have like the little crinkles and things, and the way that it's shiny make it look a lot like a liquid almost, which gives like this kind of brilliant shots.
Yes.
다 따로따로 뮤비를 찍고 있잖아요. 다 각자만의 컨셉으로. 근데 약간 이스터에그로 하나 다 통일되는 오브제 하나 넣는 거예요. 예를 들어 나침반. 이게 이렇게 이렇게 쓱
like now we have to.
Do we have to go back
all of them to try and find the Easter eggs?
Well, in one in Hold My Hand, it must have been the little bus in the background.
But it could be like things from one MV to the other. So it
I don't think they were using the same props.
No. It could be like not in, but it could be things that connect MVs. So it could be like
it said a compass is in for like Stray Kids related.
Yeah, no, I know, but there could have been multiple things. So like this is actually genius because people will rewatch it multiple times to analyze.
Well, we are going to.
Yeah, and B, it's cool as hell.
Yeah.
That they hidden in little things.
It's like you remember that TV show Fringe, that every episode had references in like sort of a code to the following episodes. So you wouldn't necessarily know when you saw the episode, but you would realize at the one after. So a lot of people went back and like rewatch it, taking like screenshots and like or reverse order as well. But that's the kind of smart details that it makes you want to cool. Deep dive into the details of
so
things.
Now we have to rewatch all the MV.
Even such a hardship. Such a hardship. We have to rewatch them.
We
again.
have to.
All of them.
Like, all of them. We have to.
Yeah.
각각 다 따로따로 뮤비를 찍고 있잖아요. 다 각자만의 컨셉으로. 근데 약간 이스터에그로 하나 다 통일되는 오브제 하나 넣는 거예요. 예를 들어 나침반. 이렇게 이렇게 쓱 지나가도 이게 나침반 하나 이렇게 비추는 약간 이런 거. 너무 외로울 것 같아.
I love the contrast between like the
He's
serious,
such
like
a good
the,
actor.
like the angsty
he's so
acting.
good at acting. Though.
I know.
But
I
so, like,
know.
that makes it even funnier because the contrast is hilarious.
I know.
Okay, I'm going to be honest. This is not what I was expecting from the MV making of this one, but I'm loving it.
Same.
I'm
yeah.
loving it.
No, I think it's like
I was expecting to actually know a little bit more, and we're not given any information
I
whatsoever.
wasn't expecting him to give information about the actual
Fair.
meaning of stuff
Fair,
because he doesn't. He never does. But I think this is even better because we're getting to see all the funny thing and like the little details
and
as
it
well.
shows like how the vibe was on the set as well.
Yeah.
어차피 나만 계속 살고
Oh, I didn't
다른
read
사람-
the thing
Now
yet.
it's like the whole like living forever thing.
너무 외로울 것 같아. 어차피 나만 계속 살고 다른 사람들 다 죽고 사람들한테 쉽게 정을 줄 수 없을 것 같아. 정 주면은 어차피 결국 떠나가는 걸 알고 하니까 뭐 결국 엄청 외로울 것 같아요. 뭔가 내 연습생 얘기랑 비슷한 것 같아. 아하. 몸보다 마음이 늙어가는 게 마인드가 늙어가는 거는 더 많은 지식, 더 많은 그런 정보를 받은 상태로 계속 성장하는 거이기 때문에 오히려 더 똑똑해지는 거고. 질문을 잘 선택하네. 나 그
That's the thing is like with the whole
I
like
would not want
immortality
to be immortal.
thing.
Nope.
It kind of had, I think, is with stories like mythical creatures like vampires having like the immortality idea is one that can be very controversial for certain things because like people would think, oh, I would love to be young and beautiful forever, but also you have to in perspective of you get to see the world moving on without you, because you get to see like people that you care for age and die while you're still the same.
But also at that point, like you're like, this will be at the start, so it will change the way you think. So imagine, like, for example, it will be someone that like at the first few 100 years they meet people, they make friends, they fall in love, and then they see them go away. So it will make it more and more difficult for them to get invested and attached to people, because you're just like suffering over and over and over again. And this is if someone has good empathy. On the other hand, if you have someone that lacks of empathy, you can have someone that will start seeing human like almost like, for
disposable.
For example, when you have pets, like a pet that lives very short time, like for example, like hamsters and stuff like that, that they have very like a blink of lifespan compared to like a human being. If you have someone that is immortal and lacks of empathy, it will start dehumanizing people, because in perspective, their lifespan is very short.
But also you can have the opposite. If you put it as like in the pet perspective, someone like losing a pet, it hurts. But when you have to put it like seeing like you give them the best life that they can have, so you know they were happy while knowing you. So you can have the other side that say
that way. I said it depends on the level of empathy of
like
the person.
there would be some of like immortal beings that will still seek connection with people, even knowing that it would be for a limited time, because it still would be important and valid to have those experiences. And knowing that, though, for one side, for the immortal person, it would be finite, and they know it wouldn't last because the regular people would get old and die.
Yeah.
But having those kinds of connection can still be important because they know that they get a chance to have an impact on others. And yes, it's a fleeting thing for them, but it would still be valid as an experience.
Yeah, but that's why I've said
so
it
depends on
the person that becomes immortal
as like a baseline thing.
Yeah, because it can go in a lot of direction, but one thing that will start happening, I think, is they will start treating time differently.
Yeah.
If you notice when...
And technology, like things change so quickly.
Yes, let me just say my thing 2 seconds. So time will, their rapport with time will change. Because imagine, like, if you remember when you're a kid, it feels like time goes very slow. So days, weeks, months are long. As you grow up in age, years start feeling like they're going faster. So when you're to the point of being immortal, then like a decade will feel really quick. 100 years will feel really quick. So the passage of time will become something that is felt different by them. On the other hand, like if you like learning, you have to always adapt, you have to always learn, because things change and it will feel like they change really quickly.
I think it's like on that side specifically, you also would have the two versions, like the older generation that do struggle to adapt to new technology, and you also have someone from the older generation that will still put the effort to learn the new things and like grow with technology and the rest of the world. So there are a lot of like interesting
things that can
be done and like taught wise,
because if it
when
was
you
like
put something like immortality in.
Yes, but if it was like someone like me, for example, I love learning, I love knowledge and stuff. If like, I will never want to be immortal, by the way, but if I would have a lot more time, it will give me time to learn this skill and then learn this thing and learn another
everything.
So, but you'll have someone that is immortal that maybe speaks multiple language. They can learn like loads of different fighting techniques. They can learn loads of different skills. So it really depends
on the person on a fundamental level.
On the other side,
but I think it's like
you can get someone that gets really jaded because they see sometimes like the human race making the same mistakes and the same choice over and over. So they could become jaded because they're a spectator to things that are cyclical, and it always ends up like the bad things in the world, people going to war,
and they may also see people as less so, because the perspective of someone that has a limited time and the perspective of someone that doesn't have that construct and that constriction would be very different. Because like for people, regular people, things that are important because your time is limited would not be the same as someone that doesn't have that restriction. And I think it's also like the kind of thing that you see in super heroes and super powered people, like in mutants, in X-Men and stuff. Power can corrupt in the wrong hands, but like different people will react differently. Like you have someone like Wolverine that lives like a really long time, that is like basically almost immortal, and then you have someone like Deadpool, same thing, different reaction to things. But then you have someone like Sabretooth that is in some of the stories basically Wolverine's brother, that has similar powers but turned to the evil side. And there's like, that's where like you have with this kind of concepts, it would depend on the person view themselves on their morals or their empathy to have different reactions, because as I said, like power corrupts, but can corrupt, but it depends on the person, how they deal with, like, it's the whole Spider-Man thing. Greater power comes with great responsibility.
Like, that's why some of these stories
are
like
so
are
interesting.
so interesting, because you can explore, like, either in writing, filmography, you can explore different versions of it. So what if it's like this, like, immortal entity is really kind, really knowledgeable, and has lived a long time? Then you have an example like Doctor Who, like a character that, like, is always trying to help,
and for him everyone is important.
Yes.
There was like the one that I remember with
like,
Donna and the doctor was like, no, she's the most important person. Like, it was, I think it was like the episode with the Ood. But you have the similar themes, and like in fantasy as well, with like elves and things like that.
You know what I mean? Like, that example is really, like, I think Doctor Who is an example of an immortal being that it can see like a lot of different like cultures and planets and stuff as being like, because they're less knowledgeable, less refined, that is thinking, but it always has empathy, and then it can see, like, when there is something that is going wrong, it always wants to try and fix it and save the day. But you have, on the other side, you have the master that is like the opposite, that is like the agents of chaos.
Yeah, in the bad way. But you also have the thing that is interesting, why I like Doctor Who, is that with every regeneration of the character, because it doesn't die, but they turn into a different version.
Smartest thing that they could ever do.
Have a different take on life, because there was a point with the 10th Doctor, when it was switching from 10 to 11 in the movies, there was like the whole Dr. Victorious thing, when it turned into hubris.
Yeah.
When he was dismissive of people, when he had like a love rage inside, and he was acting unlike himself. But then the character, because it's a very complex, he learned from people. And then there was it changes, but there were like parts of like his storyline that were not necessarily things that like a different version of the Doctor would have accepted.
Yeah, but you know what I mean? Like, there is different characters that it can be written, or in filmography, where you can explore a different version of what immortality can do to someone, depending on the base of the person. So if it's someone like that is kind and empathetic, if it's someone that is that has a thirst for knowledge, so you'll have a highly skilled, highly knowledgeable. If it's someone that becomes cold and detached because they don't want to lose people, so it gives you like a wide range of things that you can explore in storytelling.
And it's always like a good kind of medium for telling stories, because it can reflect on society and humanity in general. So that's like, these are the kind of thematics that have always been popular in various genre. Is like in like comic books for like super powered people, for like in fantasy with like beings like elves that
live a long
lives, or things in like in horror like vampires and werewolves. They have like different aspects.
Or in science fiction you have aliens,
like aliens that live a long time. So you have these base thematics that can be explored in different way, because the concept of immortality is so interesting, because it gives infinite possibilities, basically. And now we should go back to the actual video, and then like we can talk on this for way long.
But it shows that like our favorite like genres, sci-fi, fantasy, horror, just to say like what are our favorite genres in general.
We couldn't just pick
sci-fi, fantasy, horror.
Yeah. And also like the kind of thematic, like those genres are also the ones that treat like societal issues with kind of like masking them with the thematic themselves.
I think in that case, like sci-fi is the one that does the most of it.
Yes.
Like compared to the other ones.
Because of like the kind of environment they lend itself, like with something like Star Trek, where they have a view of societal things in like the present with like the future, like idealistic kind of society that shows certain things as like, oh yeah, maybe that is not so good.
Yeah. But then sometimes they will put in, oh, we're visiting this planet and this is what's happening and oh my god, this is so bad. And then like, if you take like not even a full step back, half a step back, like you see that they're showing what is some things that happen in our society and how we react to it. But because they put it in the like alien perspective, they can have like a commentary
on serious societal issues,
like masking it as aliens.
But it's the same thing with like horror and fantasy as well, because there are like
apart
certain
from the gruesome,
thematics,
like the body gruesome horror.
I'm talking about like literature in horror, because you can use the othered kind of things, like when werewolf is a metaphor for being different, like the monster thing. And
like the transformation and instincts in the same way like as vampires, like it's like being like driven by
instinct,
like
and
by
base
instinct and having to fight it or like embrace it because you're pushed by these extremely strong instincts, and then you have to kind of either like fight yourself or embrace it. And I think that is part of the thematic of the MV.
But it is the same in going back to the MV, but it's the same similarly in fantasy as well, because you always have like different races of beings that are treated differently, and like all those thematics are always there, and that's why those are the kind of things that we gravitate towards, because they can treat serious issues in a fun way.
Yeah, but in this case, in the MV, like choosing vampires, it was a smart decision, because the vampires, you get the struggle, so they get driven by the thirst, and you can go insane with it. You can end up doing things that you regret. And then there is, because we see like the three different characters, and then there is internal fight like between like
the instinct and
the rational
part.
And then this can be a higher metaphor for like inner fights within oneself.
And we said like in the MV, it's like could be like fighting your own demons of your own creation.
Yes,
because there's the part when he's making the trolls, he's making the lesser vampires as well, and the part where he's fighting with a different version of himself that is almost specular, because the odd eye is on the opposite side. They have the darkness with light thing. But I think on another side, vampire is also a good pick, because the song can be interpreted as very like sexual,
so
or
it could
sensual,
be like,
and vampires have always been seen as kind of like related to sexual acts, like because of
sensual creatures. But it is also like you have the different concepts that it be like fighting like like trying to fight like your instincts or like thoughts, and then it could be like in like turmoil. I like, because he's quite a like smart person, I think like that the song has many different
layers
it's
and
not
meanings.
just like on the superficial one you can think like it's just a sexual song, but it can be taken into a lot of different layers, and with the MV it gives it even more layers
of a depth.
And it and it shows like it could be like an internal struggle or struggle between different things, or it could be also like the fact that it like you have to always like present one way, be one way, and then like, and it's the part of how society and the idol industry can be like so many different layers.
But that's the good thing
so
about
it was
music.
a very smart choice in character there.
And I think that's the smart.
Also
and
gets to play vampire.
Yeah.
Who doesn't want to play vampire?
The best thing about music is that the same song can mean different things to different people.
Yes.
And even if a song doesn't give a person the same interpretation as it was intended to, because of what music is still just as valid.
Yeah,
because it doesn't matter if you think a song means the same thing that the author meant it to be. It's still like everything in art, as long as you have an emotional reaction to it and it makes you feel things, is still just as valid.
Yeah, and also like different people will have different emotional connections to different things, and their own point of view and their own experiences will guide how they interpret something.
Yes.
Because like art is subjective, so different people that observe things will see different things depending on their life
Personal
experience.
yeah. I'm going to go a tiny bit back because we were talking for a while.
아하, 몸보다 마음이 늙어가는 게, 마인드가 늙어가는 거는 더 많은 지식, 더 많은 그런 정보를 받은 상태로 계속 성장하는 거이기 때문에 오히려 더 똑똑해지는 거고. 질문을 잘 선택하네. 나 극N인 거 알아서 이제 일부러 생각하게 하는 그런, 난 딱 지금일 것 같은데? 열정 넘치고 팔팔하고 힘도 아직 남아있고 어느 정도 성장했고 더 클 수 있었는데.
It's so silly. I
so
love
unserious.
it. It's so unserious.
Bless him.
지금 잘하면 왜 웃어요? 나름 잘 나오는데? 안 맞을걸? 너한테 너무 클걸?
단단히 잘못 알고 있는 것 같은데?
Okay, so that was a kind of corset thing.
Yeah. But it's sad, like this is like him punishing himself, so it is like the self-struggle.
Yes. As we talked about. I just wanted to see
단단히 잘못 알고 있는 것 같아.
it's not like proper like corset, but it's like a mock corset.
Yeah, so it's giving the idea of the boning of the corset,
but without having actually like the kind of restriction.
Yeah.
Yeah, see. It's like it has like the kind of visual structure of a corset without having the restriction, because you can't tell like it's not actual
loose,
boning. Boning.
That's what it's called.
Yeah, I know.
That's what it's called.
I know. It's just sorry.
Appropriate for the video.
Yeah, but
yeah,
it's not the actual
looks
like
the structure
sticks that you usually have in a corset.
Yeah.
Bloody hell! It cannot talk about anything.
감정이입했는데?
너?
조금?
And then I like the reference to
it's like he disappears, leaving Dracula, which is himself, behind. So we were right. It was different versions
of himself.
Yeah.
No, I like the visual reference to the performance, the live performance with the chair.
Yep.
Because this is like the kind of chair that he's used in the performance itself. I like the way that he's dragging it is similar as well, which intentional.
Even the blood in the bags was black.
Again, it's like they cannot show.
Yeah,
like,
of course. Because if not, it's like it gets censored.
It gets restricted
because
not
it gets
censored.
different level of restrictions. Yeah, that's what I wanted to say. So annoying on your face.
Yeah, I
the instinct to not touch your face.
Yes.
Must have been like the bigger, like a massive struggle.
Yeah, as someone that I hate having makeup on myself. That was like the way I've recoiled for that kind of things. But I've done it with like cosplay and stuff. But it is not the best sensation.
액션.
The crazy face.
As I said, like
he's such
really good
actor. Acting.
Yeah.
A fraction of this. So basically they left the parts where he had the blood on him last, so they wouldn't have to like resub.
And then it's like they had him like go through loads of different emotions, and then they chose specific bits for it.
To
but it's
keep
like
in the MV.
Really good actor.
네, 컷이요.
고맙습니다. 고맙습니다. 감사합니다. Good. Bam.
That was amazing.
Yeah.
And I love the contrast between these two songs and MVs, because we have with Youth with Lino is so fun, energetic, cutesy. And then we have Railway with the most like darker tones, the more serious concepts, and like top making kind of
and it's
things.
always good seeing how things are done behind the scenes.
Yes,
for both of them. Like the old guy that was the cutest thing in the MV with Lino having one of his friends with him, seeing how the things get done. Chan also like suffering from separation anxiety, getting a friend of his to be mistreated in his MV. And they were being very playful, but it shows like his acting chops. They're really
both
good,
of them.
But at the same time, even though the thematics were extremely dark, the vibe on set was very
more relaxed,
fun
and
relaxed, and it was because he was making it that way.
Yes,
because it was like very dark thematics, but done in a professional, fun way.
Yes, because I really liked the way that it was going in and out of character as well, because you can see the acting ability to get into those kind of darker version, but then immediately switching back to himself is like being bubbly and caring and nice. And again,
and it was like, cute, the banter with his friend as well.
That was adorable.
That was
but
cute.
It's also like these are the kind of things that we enjoy seeing because it gives you a broader image on the process of
all the work that comes into
all
it,
the work that
work.
goes with it, and like just also see how they keep their MVs practical with things.
Yeah,
they literally had
him spinning around,
Chan strapped to a contraption that spinned him like 360.
Yeah.
And that is the love, like, and they had like a real cake thrown at Lino.
Well,
a real as in a
cake.
prop cake, but like that also shows you that like they care for the visual aspect of things, because going with the practical effect will always look better, but still having the CG enhance what already is there.
Yeah.
All in all, amazing. Every single MV, it's his own little masterpiece.
Yeah.
And we love all of them. And I hope you enjoyed this journey with us as much as we have. And we'll see you in the next one. Bye.